Alexander Kraus keeping his head down while he awaits his sentence for killing his grandparents.
I'm asking you to please help my son. Please grant him a parole date as early as possible, so that he can get the help that he deserves.
Shannon Kraus says putting her son in prison for killing her in-laws won't do him any good.
They would not want this. They would want Alex to get the help that he needs. They would not want him locked up.
Dennis and Letha Kraus were found shot to death on April 14th, 2019 at their home in Grand Chute. Alexander was 17 years old at the time the murders happened. He pleaded guilty in 2020.
I cleaned the blood off of that wall. I was the last person to talk to them live, and I was the first person back in there and I was cleaning it up. I know exactly what happened in there.
Charles Kraus, Alexander's father, agrees that putting his son in prison is not the right choice.
We started with a minor who had mental issues, who was behind.
There have been several delays in the case due to Kraus's competency problems. But a jury determined while Kraus suffered from a mental disease or defect, he still had the capacity to know his actions were wrong.
As the state pointed out at trial, the investigation brought to light facts that Alex had been developing his plan for 18 months and is well documented in his writing.
According to the criminal complaint, Kraus admitted to shooting his grandparents, but a motive was not disclosed. Although District Attorney Melinda Tempelis argues he did it in order to get his grandfather's gun.
The plan was driven by his desire to commit a mass shooting at the Neenah High School.
Kraus now faces 2 back-to-back life prison terms, with Judge Mitchell Metropolis deciding that Kraus will be eligible for parole after 40 years.
I respect the victim's family for wanting me to consider parole eligibility or supervised release eligibility as soon as possible. And I certainly don't blame them for not recognizing the severity of Mr. Kraus's mental illness.
I have too many more details until we receive that criminal complaint, but police tell me that they are confirming that 17-year-old Alexander Kraus admitted to shooting his grandparents at their home on Edgewood Drive, where he was later arrested. Kraus is now being held at the Outagamie County Jail, where he is facing first degree intentional homicide charges. Police haven't released a motive for the killing, but say they're in the process of conducting several interviews and search warrants. Through their investigation, police also found out that Kraus had also made threats against Neenah High School, where he is currently a junior. Police would not release the details of the threat, but say they do not believe students and staff are in danger. The school district also sent out a letter to parents this morning telling them additional counselors are available to students and is an extra police presence as an additional precaution. We are appreciative of the work of local law enforcement, and this is another reminder for all of us to remain vigilant and keep each other safe. Please do not believe the public as in any danger and says this is an isolated incident.
Sunday morning, a little after 11:30, things would never be the same for 3 people inside this Grand Chute home.
Officers were dispatched to a welfare check to an address on West Edgewood Drive.
When officers went inside the home, they found 2 people dead.
The third individual is our main person of interest or prime suspect in this investigation.
Community Resource Officer Travis Waz confirms the third person is a male and was arrested without incident. Waz would not say the male's relationship to the 2 victims.
We're working to accurately identify the deceased. Once we're able to do that, we can make notification to family members.
Investigators remained on the scene into Sunday afternoon, walking around the property. Police have not released how the 2 died. Waz says it's too early in the investigation to release any more information.